Yo, what's going on, everybody? It is Straight Outta Boston here, and today I'm back for episode number 30 of my Jim Lowry Road to the Show series here in MLB15 The Show. So just before the trade deadline, the Orioles make one more trade. We flip Kevin Plawecki to the Astros for Mark Appel. I was not too happy about that one. You guys know, if you watch the series enough, that Plawecki just is dominant behind the plate with throwing runners out when trying to steal bases. And honestly, I don't really think we need another young starter in Mark Appel, but we're certainly loading the staff with young starters. We have Mark Appel, Aaron Nola, we still have Kevin Gausman, I think Dylan Bundy's still on the team, so a lot of young arms in this Orioles organization. But anyway, we're taking on the Toronto Blue Jays here today in start number 1 for this episode. So Dexter Fowler getting things started, lining that one the other way into left field for a base hit just past the glove of the diving Jonathan Herrera, and then the throw gets away. But Fowler would remain at first base. Now it's Jose Bautista up with 2 men on and 1 man out. That's back up the middle for a base hit. Fowler's going to round third. He will head home and score despite Adam Jones' strong throw. Fowler gets in there safely, and the Blue Jays are on the board first with a 1-0 lead. Now it's going to be Devin Travis up next. Travis is going to ground this one, and that's going to get through into right field for a base knock. Here comes the throw home. Encarnacion is out at the plate for the third and final out of the inning. So a big outfield assist there from Jimmy Paredes helps Lowry get out of the first. Now on to the top of the second, man on second for Jose Reyes. He's up with 2 outs. He flies one to left. Our left fielder Cody Ashe is there. He will make the play, and that will retire the side in the second. Now top 3, 1 man down for Edwin Encarnacion, 1-0 count, and Encarnacion is going to rip one down the left field line. That will be a fair ball, hit off the wall. Encarnacion will have to remain at first, though, as he is not very fast, and a good throw in from Ashe will hold Encarnacion to a single. So it's Bautista up next. Bautista is going to rip one back up the middle for a base knock. That'll put 2 men on with just 1 man down for the next batter, who you could argue is the AL MVP this season, Josh Donaldson. He's been a hit in Toronto, and he hits this one deep right center field. Back and gone, a no doubt home run, 3-run home run at that for Josh Donaldson, and he makes it a 4-0 ball game. A huge shot by Josh Donaldson, bringer of rain, as he is known on Twitter. But on this day, he is bringing the power. So he makes it 4-0. It's Michael Saunders up with 2 men on, 2 men down. Saunders hits one to deep center field. Jones going back. He makes the running catch. And man, I am thankful to have Adam Jones in center field. He covers a lot of ground out there, at least in this game. You could argue he's not quite as good in real life, but that is for a different day. So anyway, here's Encarnacion up again. He's going to get a little base knock up the middle here. So 2 men on. Once again, Lowry continuing to struggle, and that would do it for Big Jim. His day would be done. Not a very long day, not a very good day. Kind of a clunker. He only went 3 1/3, gave up 4 earned runs. Actually was responsible for the 2 men on base, and they're both going to be pushed across because Jose Bautista wallops a 3-run home run off of Ubaldo Jimenez, so make that 6 earned runs on Lowry, or for Lowry, in just 3 1/3 on 11 hits and no strikeouts. So after a clunker like that, I decided I got to purchase some Road to the Show points here with my Game Break, or whatever you call them, the stubs that I've collected here. And I actually also wanted to get it because I was noticing some of my stats were getting into the yellow range, so didn't want those to start decreasing. Anyway, I changed the windup once again, so for the rest of this episode, we're going to go with Hyunjin Ryu's windup, and this is one I think I'm going to use for a couple more starts after this episode because it is a pretty good one in my opinion, and you're going to see my performance steps up a little bit too with this new windup. So here we go. Here is the matchup. It's going to be Jim Lowry and Kyle Gibson. We've got Orioles and Twins here for you from Target Field. That's Nick Gordon up in the bottom of the first. He goes down on the changeup, and today Lowry really had the changeup working, but not right here because it's Brian Dozier up, and 1 on and 1 gone for Brian Dozier. That one is into the left field bleachers there, and that is a 2-run home run, and is Brian Dozier's 100th career home run. So congratulations to you, Mr. Dozier. But anyway, more importantly, he gets the Twins on the board here as they take a 2-0 lead in the bottom half of the first. Now bottom 2, it's Eddie Rosario up. 2-seam fastball in there for strike 1, 0-1 count. Fastball now for strike 2, and then on 0-2 back to the changeup for strike 3. Like I said, the changeup is going to be working today. Now it's Nick Gordon up in the bottom of the third with Buxton already on first. Gordon shatters his bat here. Lowry makes the play off the mound to retire the first man in the inning, but the next batter is going to be Joe Mauer. Remember, Buxton on first base. Mauer goes the other way with it down the left field line, and that is cut off by Cody Ashe. He tries to get it in quickly, but Byron Buxton is absolutely motoring around third base, and he will score easily. easily. So Byron Buxton showing off his incredible speed right there, scoring all the way from first, and it makes it a 3-0 game here. Minnesota on top. Oswaldo Arcia up later, though he would go down on the changeup, and then it's Trevor Plouffe, and Plouffe's going to go down on the slider, so 4 strikeouts through 3 innings for Big Jim here against the Minnesota Twins. Now it's Kurt Suzuki up with a man on and 1 man down. Suzuki diving, stopped by Danny Muno, flipped to short for 1 out of first in time. A beautiful 4-6-3 double play, and that helps Lowry get out of the inning. Take a look at the replay. Danny Muno coming up huge here with a diving stop. Now it's bottom 5, Nick Gordon up again, and Gordon is going to take a fastball for strike 1, another fastball in for strike 2, and then it's back to the changeup. Second strikeout for Gordon tonight, both on the changeup. Lowry gets another strikeout on the changeup. That's his 4th of the day, 5th overall. And then Maurer goes down on the changeup. So another strikeout here for Big Jim. He's got 6 Ks through 5. Now we're into the 7th. It is I'm not even sure who this is. I think that might be Colin Cowgill. But he goes down on the slider. 7 Ks now, and it's Byron Buxton up with 2 strikes on him here. 2 down in the 7th. Buxton swings and misses on the changeup. 8 strikeouts now for Big Jim. And he would come back out for the 8th inning, but first take a look at Jim here, looking really, really well tonight, playing really, really well. And now here is Gordon. He goes down on the changeup once again, make that 3 strikeouts for Nick Gordon, and 9 Ks on the evening for Big Jim. Here's Oswaldo Arcia up though, and Arcia turns on an inside fastball, deep right field. And Lowry, who had really settled in after sort of having a rough start to things. He gave up 3 earned runs in the first 3 innings, and then really settled in the middle of the game, was striking out guys left and right, but then all it took was 1 mistake there for Arcia to absolutely just turn on that fastball and destroy that one into the right field bleachers. So Lowry's day would be done. Overall, I thought he actually pitched pretty well, but the numbers certainly aren't going to indicate that. But the Orioles still pick up the win, 8-5. Lowry goes 7 1/3, 10 hits, 5 earned runs, but 9 strikeouts to 0 walks. So we've got one final start of this episode. It's going to be a Sunday afternoon affair against the New York Yankees from the Bronx here on a rainy Sunday afternoon. At that, as you can see, the Orioles will battle the Yankees here in the 3rd and final game of this series. Take a look at the day's starting lineups. Pretty standard stuff from the Orioles. And the pitching matchup will be Jim Lowry versus Adam Warren. So here we go. It's Eduardo Lopez up in the 1st inning. He is going to take strike 1, actually swing at strike 1 there on the fastball, then swings again at strike 2, and then on 0-2, it's the slider, strike 3 swinging. Lowry is out of the 1st inning with 1 K, and now we're into the bottom of the 3rd. It's A-Rod. Yes, still A-Rod is still playing. He's actually playing at 3rd base, not even DHing anymore, and he strikes out on the changeup. Strikeout number 2 for Big Jim. Now here the 1-2 count, and that is going to be strike 3 on the breaking ball in the dirt. So 3 Ks so far for Big Jim, as he was really dominating against New York today. Here's Mason Williams up. First pitch of his AB. That's a fastball down and in for strike 1. Then fastball down and away for strike 2. And we're going to go to the changeup off the plate. Strike 3 swinging. 4 strikeouts now for Jim, and it's going to be A-Rod up now with 2 men down, 1 man on, and A-Rod strikes out for the 2nd time today. So Lowry really dominating so far, cruising through the first 5 innings. Now it's bottom 6. Alex Stroud up with 1 man down, 2-seam fastball down, and then he goes the other way with it into right center field. Inside outs that one the other way, and that will be a 1-out double for Alex Stroud. So a man in scoring position here for the Yankees, one of their best run scoring opportunities all day. Lowry has really held them in check so far. So the next man's going to be Mason Williams, 2-0 count, and Williams goes back up the middle with this one into center field for a base knock. Jones is going to come up firing. Stroud rounding 3rd. The throw. Oh, looked like it might have been in time, but it was definitely offline, and Stroud is safe at the plate. So the Yankees take a 1-0 lead. Now it's Brett Gardner up later in the inning. He goes down on the fastball, looking great paint right there by Big Jim for the 6th strikeout of the game. And now it is Aaron Judge up with 2 down in the bottom of the 7th, and Judge goes down on the 99-mile-an-hour heater. And that makes it 7 now strikeouts for Big Jim so far. And take a look, really looking sharp with that uniform. I love the stir-up look, and I love the new windup. It's A-Rod up here in the bottom of the 8th. 1-2 count, only at 80 pitches for Big Jim, and A-Rod goes down on the changeup. So now with 2 down in the inning, it's going to be Alex Stroud up. Pitch number 83 on the evening is going to be ripped into left center field, but Stroud might have just gotten under this one, as Ashe will make the play right up in front of the wall right there. So Lowry's day would be done after 8 innings, only 83 pitches, and the Orioles would go on to lose in extra innings there. They tied it up late, but then the Yankees got the best of them in the bottom of the 10th and earned the walk-off victory. So that is going to do it for this episode. Hope you guys did enjoy. Things are really coming together for Big Jim. I know that he had a couple relatively mediocre starts in that one, but I really think the 3rd start The third and final start of this episode was a much better indicator of where Jim is right now. He is really pitching well, pitching the ball well, and taking the new role as the staff ace by the horns. So anyway, that is going to do it. Hope you guys did enjoy. Thanks for watching, and I'm out. Peace.